Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're in a slightly different place today, but I think it's an even better filming location because now you can see my ear collection. So today I want to talk about the top 10 things I won't be doing again in Disney World. This is going to be the first episode of my Disney Plan With Me series. I'm planning a Disney trip for May 2021. I would like to be clear that with everything going on in the world right now, we will only be going if it is safe and responsible to do so. First step to planning your second Disney trip is to know what you did wrong on your first Disney trip. So today I've written up a list of 10 things that I don't want to do again in Disney World. And hopefully it'll be useful to see what I thought were mistakes so that you don't have to make them on your first Disney trip. The first thing that I will not be doing again in Disney World is not accounting for flight delays. This was the very first thing that happened on our trip. Was we were delayed about 3 hours out of where we were flying. This was incredibly stressful because we had a dining reservation that we had to make and we were going to land just before we were meant to be at that reservation, so it seemed like we were going to miss it. I thought I had accounted for flight delays. We were meant to land at 3. Our dining reservation was for about 6:30. I thought that was going to be enough time. Next time I'll be planning much longer between the first thing we have booked at Disney World and when we're meant to land. Knowing now that it takes about an hour to get from the Orlando airport to your hotel, whether or not you're taking the Magical Express, I'll be planning a much longer window in order to be at my resort by the time my dining reservation comes around. This might not apply to people that are driving into Disney World, but if you're flying, definitely account for delays. Now, we ended up at our Ohana reservation at around 9:30 that night. I had called the Disney reservation hotline while we were in the airport, explained the situation, and they found us another reservation. Turned out to be even better to be at Ohana that late because we were there during the fireworks. So the very first meal we had at Disney World, we spent watching the fireworks from Magic Kingdom. It was amazing. So next time, we'll probably fly in around a similar time, but I'll be booking our first reservation for that late night 9:30 reservation so that we can watch the fireworks again and not be caught in a flight delay. The second thing I will not be doing at Disney World again is not taking a midday break. Now, I had kind of planned to take a midday break. I'd heard people say you should, but I'd also planned a break day into our vacation, so I thought we'd have lots of time to rest. But some days we were at the park for upwards of 12 hours, even 13 hours, just going on and on and on at the parks, and it was so tiring. One of the best days we had was actually an Animal Kingdom day because we sat at the lounge outside of Tiffin's for about 2 hours just sitting and watching the river go by and having drinks before we went off to dinner. It was great to just have a relaxing time in the park even if we weren't going all the way back to our hotel to have a break. This time I'll definitely be planning more times to take breaks during the day and relax so that we aren't completely burned out by the end of the day. The worst day of our trip was our Epcot day. Not because of everything we did, we loved Epcot, but because we spent so long in the park that it just became so exhausting. My number 3 thing I won't be doing in Disney World again, which is similar to the last, is not find places in each park to rest. It was great because I knew about the lounge outside of Tiffin's in Animal Kingdom, so I knew that we could go there to take a break. But in Epcot, I completely forgot about the boardwalk area. In Magic Kingdom, I had no idea where we were going to go, and in Hollywood Studios, we were completely out of luck. This time, I'm going to make notes of places that we can sit down and take a break in the park in case we don't have enough time to go all the way back to the hotel, but we still need some time off from the park. I think the boardwalk area is a great place in Epcot to do that sort of thing, to rest and be outside of a park setting. The lounge across from Tiffin's is also a great option. I'm not quite sure about where we'll rest in the Magic Kingdom. We may be better off just going back to our resort because we will be staying for the most part on our next trip in a Magic Kingdom area resort. And in Hollywood Studios, I think there are going to be lots of places now that there is Black Spire Outpost and Toy Story Land taking most of the crowds. I think the rest of Hollywood Studios is going to be a little bit quieter and a little bit easier to sit down in. The number 4 thing I won't be doing at Disney World again is not going to Universal. Now, this may sound like a bit of a contradiction, but I'm quite sad that I didn't make the time to go to Universal on our last trip. We had been to Harry Potter World before, but I do want to see it again now that it's been many, many years, and I wish that we had taken the time to do that. So with this next trip, we're actually building in 2 non-Disney days, one of which is our Universal day and one of which is a break day. I do want to see Universal, and I think that a lot of people should build in a Universal day to all of their Disney trips, because Universal is definitely a different vibe from Disney, and so it almost feels like you're getting out of the park even though you're in another theme park. My number 5 thing I won't be doing at Disney World again is not taking more pictures. I wish I'd taken more pictures while we were at Disney World. I've got lots of pictures of me with characters, but I don't have many pictures of just being at Disney World, pictures of the area. I don't have many pictures of what we ate or where we ate. I wish I'd taken more pictures so that I can remember it. I did want to be kind of in the moment at Disney World. I wanted to be conscious of what was happening and not try to record everything, but I do wish that I had photographed it a little bit more so that I had more to remember. The number 6 thing that I won't be doing again in Disney World is leaving before fireworks. This isn't always true. We'll be spending 2 days in Magic Kingdom, and we'll definitely leave before or during the fireworks on the second day we're at Magic Kingdom, because that's the time when we'll be riding all of those very last rides we want to see. But on our last trip, we only saw 1 firework display the whole time we were at Disney World. We only saw the Magic Kingdom fireworks. We were at dinner during the Epcot fireworks. We left Animal Kingdom before Rivers of Light, and we left Hollywood Studios before Fantasmic. This time, I'll be making more time to see the fireworks, and definitely organizing my dining a little bit more carefully so that we can see them. Number 7 is not exploring more resorts. On our trip, I thought we did a pretty good job of exploring resorts. We had a meal at 2 different resorts that were not our own. We stayed at the Polynesian, as I've said, and we saw the Grand Floridian during breakfast time, and we saw Wilderness Lodge at dinner. We absolutely fell in love with Wilderness Lodge, and it's definitely a contender for a place that we'll be spending part of our trip next time. But I do wish I had taken the time to look at more resorts and seen different types of accommodation, especially in the Epcot area. I also wish I'd seen Animal Kingdom Lodge. I'm very interested in staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge this next time, and I wish I'd seen it to be able to make a judgment for myself as to whether or not it would be good for my family. Number 8 is not having fun at Disney Springs. We did go to Disney Springs, but it was very brief, and we were late for our dinner reservation at Morimoto Asia. So the memory that we have of Disney Springs is running through the streets trying to get to Morimoto Asia in time for our reservation. I wish that we had taken a couple of hours before our dinner to walk around Disney Springs and experience it a little bit more, so that we had a proper understanding of what Disney Springs was like. Where we come from, we don't really have those kind of outdoor shopping, dining complexes, so I wish that we had gotten a better feel for what it was really like. This next time, I think I'm going to say that we're going to build in a couple of hours before we go to our dinner at Disney Springs to experience Disney Springs a little bit more. I'm really interested in going to eat at Haleo. It was just about to open when we were there last time, and so I'd like to experience it now. But I will be trying to make Disney Springs more of an event and less of a running to our dinner reservation, so that we maybe like it a little bit more than we did last time. Number 9 is chickening out of ride. This, for the most part, we didn't do, but we did chicken out of riding Expedition Everest, and I wish we hadn't. As an archaeology major, I'm sure a lot of the stuff in the lines would have been really, really interesting to me, and I wish we'd taken the time to sit in the line and really experience it, because I think it would have been a really fun experience for me, but I was too afraid of the 80-foot drop to do so. And I think we'll definitely be building in time to do it on our next trip. And my number 10 thing that I won't be doing again at Disney World is not having my family more involved in the planning. Now, I thought I did a pretty good job of this on my last trip. I asked them where they wanted to eat, I asked them if they liked this or this, but in the end, the trip was really me picking what I wanted to do. Now that we've been to Disney World, and my family has an opinion of what they like and don't like, it's going to be a lot easier to get them involved with the planning, ask them what they want to do again, ask them what they don't want to do again, and figure out what our next perfect Disney trip is going to look like. During my Plan With Me series, I'll be talking about what dining I'll be doing again, what fast passes I'll be doing again, and all sorts of things related to our last trip and what we'll be changing, and new things we're doing on our new trip. Hopefully this has been a helpful video, so that you don't make the same mistakes I did on my Disney trip. And I hope to see you guys soon during my Plan With Me series to talk about what we'll be doing differently at Disney World. So, see you soon!